Hello everybody, my name is Luchara, and this is Me Games Tycoon 2, another episode of my Let's Play. Last episode, I released my first console. This game right here is going to be my first exclusive for said console. Before we get on with that, though, I want to buy a new property. I've been putting it off. It's time. We need new property. I need a bigger development team. I need a second development team. I'm going to need a bigger marketing team. I'm going to need a bigger QA team. I'm going to need a lot of things. I'm going to need a lot of things in the very near future. So let's get a little lounge in here for my beautiful employees. We want to make sure they have somewhere to go on break, right? And then let's get some toilets so they can go potty. It'd be bad if they couldn't go potty. All right, so that is done. So we're going to want a nice big development room here. Thinking about going like really big, but no, let's just go like this for now. How wide is this? 15. We'll go 9 by 8. Actually, let's go like this. Yeah, that works. Should be able to fit quite a few people in here. Desks is at 20. Okay, that's a good number. So what we're gonna do, I'm also gonna do marketing, do bigger marketing room here. So this is gonna be smaller. I'm thinking probably 15, maybe 16 desks. That looks like 14. Just counting. Oh, 18. Oh wow, like okay. Yeah, I missed these 4. I miscounted pretty hard. All right, so we're not going to move anybody yet because they're busy. Well, actually, let's see. So what's out there on the market for game designers? Yeah, nobody we want there really. Go programmers. Ooh, we got an inexhaustible, talented person who also doesn't get sick. So they will be right there. Part of my new development team. What about office workers? Ooh, we got a lucky office worker and an all-rounder. Okay, so we'll throw them in there. And they are going to start looking for more office workers. It's office workerception, kind of. It's going to take them a while because there's only 2 people. That's fine. Once they're done, we're going to move them over. And then when they're done, we'll move them over, and then we'll build a secondary team in the rest of the space. We will expand our QA team, hire some more people for that. Anyway, let's hit on pause here. Get this game done. All right, so we got marketing to do, we got bug fixing to do, so let's continue development for quite some time. They're polishing down here. Ooh, saved games. Let's get off the console research for a minute. Okay, we gotta wait. Yeah, I'm waiting for marketing, so I definitely want to get a bigger marketing team, which is what we're doing. Right, it's just gonna take a minute. Heroes of the Scene 2 off the market, made a cool 4.8 million in profit, which is good. Research is, yeah, they're hard at work. It's taken a long time, and I mean, that's a pretty big research team that I have. Okay, so let's do release from press, and then we will get this out. Should be good. I mean, all this, we get split screen multiplayer and platformer. Well, all right, so let's take these folks. Let's move them down here. Get a couple more ops workers here. That'll be good. So let's trash this room. Let's greatly expand this one. This is a lot of extra space. Like that. Not that that really matters. It's not like we can put anything significant in that space. Oh yeah, that's, holy crap, 34. That's more than I thought. But that's good. That is not a problem. I'm not complaining. So we'll wait till the end of the week here. All right, so there's a marketing person. Go to, we have at least 15 in there, I'd say. All right. So, okay, so financing paid out. So this is the first time I've seen this, right? Because this is a new feature since last time I played. So Komani, has developed the game Captain of Moondust for the Luchera Vision. So I paid out for this, and Grip Motorsport is also out from Epic Swear. They're making them. Looks like they're making them, right? Because they just got the dev kit from me. So those aren't out yet. Oh yeah, because literally they finished this game. Now they're working on this one. All right, so that's good. That's going to be games for my console because this sales bonus, really matters. And actually, let's get this game out. Finish development, hand it over to Tatu, 80 to 100. That's what we want to see. It's good. Okay, so yeah, there's lots of skill games out there. There's no skill games on this platform, but hey, that's because there's only one game for it. Two now, I guess. But we're over 90%, which is good because that gets that sale bonus up. So let's get these gameplay features, save game, split screen multiplayer, and then we will get platformer. So I just did a skill game. Racing is the trend and will be for 50 more weeks. I could probably do a racing game. It's been long enough. Not Superbikes 3. Do I have another? I mean, it is super saturated. I could do strategy. It's been a while since I've done a strategy game. Yeah, maybe I should do strategy instead. Do I have a strategy game on the market? I don't. Yeah, I should definitely do strategy. All right, so let's grab these folks. Let's move them over here. So this is going to be my secondary development team. Obviously, I don't have them yet, but we'll get them eventually. All right, so let's update the old strategy engine here. Got primitive stereo sound, primitive AI, primitive physics. So that's 3 new things. So that should make for a much better game in theory. And let's specialize this for the Lucera Vision, which might encourage more games for the Lucera Vision, possibly in theory. I mean, we'll see. It remains to be seen. And while that happens, we will do a game report or 2 here. And hopefully some commission work here. There is. What about here? There's not. All right, so let's let it rip. The strat engine done. Get a couple more office workers, and then we can start trying to fill up these other rooms. Perfect. All right, so develop a game sequel. Or the 3 Kingdoms 2, Master of Moon 2. Let's do Master of Moon 2. This is going to be size B+, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. May end up not being. All right, our space and colonization both good. Colonization is good. Space is good. Perfect. Want to make sure. Strat engine. We're going to go multi-platform here. We're not going to do another exclusive yet. We will at some point. I do want to talk about console pricing at some point today. Somebody left a comment. I just want to address it. I mean, that makes it sound bad. Anyway, I'll talk about it. All right, so, okay, wow. All right, so we got a lot of sliders that are not right. All right, so too short, so more length, more depth. Too casual, too easy probably. Yep, too easy. Better mission design. All right, so we got to take away 3 points. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. I guess that works. Turn on everything here. So 11 to 20 plus. Oh no, we have these. All right, so yeah, I was gonna say plus we have 2 more features being researched right now, but they're done. That was these 2. That's 2 new features, including split screen multiplayer is green, is very important for strategy. So that is going to help immensely with making this game good. All right. Oh, look at that. Efficient and doesn't take breaks. Perfect. All right. So QA. Oh, I should see if there's any QA people out there to hire. So gameplay is very important. So I'm going to go all out with the QA. Sound and graphics are not as important. So we're not going to go quite as wild on those. Is there any QA on the market? There is 3 people. Are they any good? You're a slow learner or untalented. Yeah, we'll hire these 2. Help fill out that room we get. All right, and let's research platformer. And let's talk briefly about console prices. Console selling price. All right, so I locked in my profit at $15, right? Somebody made the suggestion in the comments, why don't you take a loss? Well, for one thing, one of the reasons is you can't automatically hold a selling price at a loss. The lowest you can do is 0 profit. Would I sell more consoles at minus $10 than plus 15 profit? Probably. Is it appreciable enough of a difference to make it worth it? In my opinion, no. I showed with my console focused run, which is linked in the description down below, which I just did a couple months ago. You don't need to. Like I mean, 15 is a high profit. So actually let's reduce. Now here's the thing. I could reduce this profit and say, oh hey, how is this going to affect the sales? But really there's other factors, including that game just came out. But let's put it down to $10. You can you can sell a ton of consoles without having to take a loss. You don't need to. I realize in real life, a lot of the companies take losses on their consoles. You absolutely do not need to do that. Now you can. You absolutely can, especially if you're doing like a challenge run where you're just trying to sell as many consoles as possible. So we set a trend. Lord of the Rims 2, the two rims, role-playing fantasy is the trend. So, oh hey, look, racing is now the anti-trend. So I'm glad I didn't make a racing game, since it's now the anti-trend instead of the trend. All right, Dungeon Diver 3 is off the market. I just put out Dungeon Diver 4, which isn't selling all that well, but that is because it's exclusive. Now, we're going to lose money on that, mostly because if I hadn't done the marketing, like 500,000 of this cost is marketing. If I hadn't done that, it would have been profitable, I think. All right, we got a ton of bugs we got to get out here, so let's continue development on this. They're fixing the bugs there now. All right, we got another marketing person. Look for one more marketing person, then we're going to switch to something else. All right, so let's get through this hardware. Because I could put a handheld out, like at any point, right? I'm just kind of waiting for this better tech to go through at least. All right, so there's one more marketing person. All right, so let's end automation here. Let's quickly do a pre-release for the press of Master of Moon 2. And, okay. We won Best Graphics, we won Best Sound, we won Developer of the Year, we basically won Publisher of the Year, and we won Game of the Year. That is very good. That is good news for us. Great news, I would go as far as to say. We are now a prestigious game studio, 3 stars. Very nice. Holiday season now. So that's 50% extra games sold, plus 40% extra games sold because we won so many awards. But look at the drop in Superbikes 3 sales when the trend changed. Well, racing went from the trend to the anti-trend, right? And even with that price change, you see no appreciable, really, I mean, right here, I think is where I made the price change. Ish. Not a big change in sales, right? The price isn't that important, in my opinion. Like, you can if you're just like, I want to see how many consoles I can sell, right? I really want to, just try. Absolutely take a loss in your console, right? But if you're trying to make money, like I'm on hard difficulty, right? Like I know I'm doing well financially, but it would be risky, right? I'm not going to ignore money. I'm not going to take a loss on a console. Anyway, I just wanted to address that because they made the comment. And I was kind of like, I don't think that's a good idea. But then I was like, I'm going to talk about it in the video just so I can kind of better articulate my thoughts, I guess you could say. Ooh, there's still bugs in this. Your act together, QA. All right, hand over to Tadu. Look at that high score in all 4 things. Only 70 to 90 estimate, though. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Look at that, 90%. Perfect. So that'll help the bonus. That should be up to 9% now. All right, so let's make a new engine for platformer. We are going to make our first platformer, which should be, in theory, a completely unsaturated market, right? We can tap into that. All right, well, they're doing that. They can do game report here. And we'll polish if there's an option, or commission work if there's an option down here. There is not. That is fine. Now, once I get the second development team, which I don't have yet, I'm just going to get a couple more game testers first. The second development team, they will do engines. They will do updates. They will do add-ons. They will do commission work. And this team will just make game after game after game. That's the plan long term, right? So let's and automation here. And let's make ourselves a platformer. B, it'll probably be B+. I'm just going to leave it at B for now. We'll go teenagers for this. We'll go platformer. And you know what? We're going to go random name a few times. If I find something I like. And then we will find topics to match it. Psycho food. Okay. Marlowe Party Hangover? What is that? Lord of the Rims. Hey, we already have Lord of the Rims game. Come on. Can't give that to me twice. Brothers in Arms. I think I've seen that one. Noisy Hill. All right. So there's only so many random names, and eventually they start repeating. Super Marlowe World. There we go. There's the one. Super Marlowe World is it. Do we have plumbing? We don't have plumbing. So what are we going to say Marlowe is then? If Marlowe's not a plumber, he's a vampire. Clearly Marlowe's a vampire. Who's also an alien? That makes sense to me. It doesn't really make sense to me, but we're going to pretend that it does. And this is going to be exclusive. Sure. Maybe we'll do every second game is exclusive. Why not? Well, there's good reasons why not. Platformer. Level design, probably pretty important. Casual, beginner friendly. Story can go down, I would say. Length can probably go down. Platformers aren't meant to be super long. Probably non-violent. We'll go something like this down here. I'm not gonna be aggressive with these. I'm gonna wait till the letters come in. So this game's probably not gonna be amazing. Yeah, okay, it's definitely gonna be B+ though. Look how many of these are green. So this might be okay. This might be a pretty decent game. Hopefully. I mean, it's not gonna be terrible. All right, so let's improve the gameplay. We'll go all out on that. We'll go all out here, especially since it's relatively cheap because it's an exclusive. I don't know why those words were so hard. We are not going to market this at all. Our publisher will market it, right? It's fine. But eventually we want to get to the point where we're trying to overhype everything because, right, my publisher can't overhype. And overhype is where you want to be long term. All right, so there's another game tester. So now let us search for some game designers that are efficient or my secondary development team. We also probably want some programmers because when you do an engine, a new engine or an engine update, that actually uses programming, not game design. So you want to mix the game designers and programmers in your secondary development team, generally speaking. Ooh, this one's good at sequels. I'm actually going to put this in my main team since he's good at sequels. We have room in here, right, for a few, so I'm okay with that decision. This one, however, can go over here. All right, so we got a couple people here. Once we get a couple more, we can actually start having them do something. We're just going to continue development on this for now. Okay, so the bugs are out. I'm going to polish it a little bit, polish it for a week. And while we're doing that, let's do a pre-release for the press. But it's going to be a pretty good review, pretty decent. Game designer skilled. Yeah, we don't have enough in there. We don't have nearly enough in there yet. Good at sequels, but unlucky. We're going to pass on you. I hate unlucky as a trait. It's just not good. 70 to 90, but I expect this to be a lot closer to 90 than 70. At least I certainly hope so. Namco is upset that I didn't publish through them. I'm sorry, Namco. It is what it is. Okay, only 84, but 84 is not bad. 84 is not terrible. It's not great, admittedly, but it's not terrible. All right, so what kind of game do we want to make now? Another action? Oh, yeah, I haven't made an action game in my last 5. We have an action game on the market. Oh, Pirate Ninjas is still technically on the market, but that's coming off the market. That's going to be off the market real soon, right? Like real soon. Yeah, we can do Pirate Ninjas too. That was a pretty decent game, if I remember correctly. We got some IP value. We got 0.4 IP value. So we need to make sure this engine is up to date. Update old engine. Boom, boom, boom. Now let's go with the Chara Vision. Again, just trying to drive people to make games through Lucera Vision. Right now, there's 5 games out there with a bonus of 7%. We get a 7% sales bonus now, but this caps at 300%, which I have gotten before. And that's when you get the real big sales, right? Obviously, 200,000 is not a lot, right? We're not exactly tearing out the charts right now. We're literally at the bottom, but we're going to pass a lot of these as time goes on. So we're gonna. Now the problem was I made this console too early and it wasn't very strong technologically, right? Or technically, either way, both work, I think. So it's going to be a battle, but we can revise it. We can cost optimize it still. Actually, speaking of, let's move these folks over and let's do some cost optimization on the Lucera Vision. We're not going to do everything yet. We'll just do these first 3. So we'll drop my production costs by a little bit, right? Which will help. And after that, we'll take a look, because I do kind of want to make a new handheld as well, or make a handheld, not a new handheld. I haven't made any handhelds yet. All right, well, you also would be better off in this room, but I kind of need people in the other room, right? Which of you would be good over there? You can go over there. All right, so let's do a free update. God, I'm so behind on these free updates for the 2 rims. You can do a game report. Check for commission work down here. And none. All right, that is fine. So yeah, so like I said, this will bring my costs down. And as costs come down, obviously more people will buy it. All right, so we got 4 game designers in there. So let's take this off automatic. Let's close all that junk because it's in the way. All right, so we are making Pirate Ninjas 2, I believe was the plan. All right, so yeah, this is only my second action game, so I'm not expecting anything too crazy. We're gonna do, last one I did was an exclusive, right? Yeah, so we'll do a non-exclusive, multi-platform, Katari, Tapple, Pete, and Lucera Vision. Getting better at this engine stuff. We're full out on the AI now, which is good. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's copy the Pirate Ninjas one. I'm assuming that's probably where they are, but let's just make sure. So one of these sliders is right. One and only one. That's not great. We got lots of letters here. So would they want more story? So I moved story down too much, apparently. More beginner friendly. Okay. More innovation. Okay. Where am I going to take points out of here? Better level design. And too innocuous. Too easy. All right, so I got to take away 4 points. All right, so character design, depth, length, mission design, I guess. We'll try that. Yeah. I don't know. Done on everything here. Everything applies, and a lot of them super apply, right? So even though our sliders aren't great, because of all those features, this still should be a pretty decent game. And I got pretty solid teams of people as well, right? Not amazing. Solid. Ooh, Super Mario World is not selling real well in week 1. 809. That is not good, folks. That is not good at all. All right, so there's another game designer for the backup development team. And now, no, not special marketing. Now we will search for a couple of programmers. And our programmers, we're going to look for people that are engine experts. They can develop engines much faster. Ooh, we got a new heatsink. We got backwards compatibility. Got a new arcade system. All kinds of just dropped. All right, so yeah, so the cost reduction, one of them is done. So sales dropped because the holiday season ended, right? That happens. All right, so let's do an update for Dungeon Diver 4. It's basically going to go through them all, doing updates, right? All right, so they got work to do. They got work to do yet. They're working. QA is done, but my QA team is pretty big now. Ooh, engine expert and efficient. That's nice. That's very nice. All right, so what kind of game are we going to make next? Another role-playing game, maybe, since it's the trend. And you know what? It's the trend, and it's not saturated. It makes a ton of sense to make another role-playing game. Does that engine even need an update? I think it does. It might not. No, it does. Yeah, 2 new things. There was 2 new things there. So now we will be ready, and let's make it for the little chair vision. We might as well polish this for a bit. And automation here. Let's do special marketing. Pre-release for the press for Fire Ninjas 2. Perfect. And then we will go back to searching for a programmer, skilled worker who is an engine expert. Hopefully we can find one. All right, plus 3%. Good. Are they all done and polishing down here? They are. Let us put this out. 70 to 90. That's a lot of high scores. But my sliders aren't right, so that's going to hurt. I'm going to say this is going to be 90 right on the nose. That's just a guess, though. Yeah, I guess it's only my second action game, second Pirates, second Ninjas. Yeah, maybe not. Now, you know what? I'm going to stick with 90. I said it. I'm committed to it now. Oh, close. 89%. But yeah, so the gameplay score is low, but that's because my sliders aren't right? It's not like I need to put the gameplay slider up specifically. It's because my other sliders, very few of them were right. Well, one of them was right going in. Hopefully a few of them are right now. I'm just not sure, right? Anyway, that is going to be all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Consider supporting me on Patreon. Shout out to my patrons. Links in the description down below. You'll also find a link to my Discord there. Most importantly, though, folks, be good to each other. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next one.